guys, welcome to the Systema Strikes for Kicks tutorial, part 3. In this section we're going to be talking about some training tips, common mistakes and how to fix them, and frequently asked questions and the answers for those questions. You see, I'm wearing this training gear. This is a weighted vest that is adjusted, fully adjustable, has pockets on it, and has its maximum load, which is 10 kilos, around 22-23 pounds for our friends on the other side of the Pacific. This gear is all bought online, so sometimes you get them in imperial, sometimes you get it in metric. This one is in kilos. My ankle weights are 5 pounds each, which will be around 2.3 kilograms each one. And I also have a couple of dumbbells here, which are 2 kilograms each, which will be around 4.5 pounds for our friends on the other side of the Pacific. If you're a beginner, it's good to start your training without any weights at all. And as you gain strength, then you can start adding on weight to your training. So we're not going to go through the exercise because we already have a tutorial, a presentation on that, which is the Systema exercise for striking strength for the kick. So go and visit that video. Essentially is your kicking motion, with the weights on. So have a look on that video and then we carry on here. I got a list here, so make sure that I don't miss anything. So training tips, get the motion right. So we kick with a whipping motion. So it's very important that you get that motion right from the beginning. Do it in an exaggerated way so it works on you and you get used to it, and then just compress it so it becomes unnoticeable. Do your exercise, especially when you're carrying weights, do them slow because you get the most out of your exercise doing it slow with the weights, and also to prevent injuries, because if you have your ankle weights and you're kicking really hard, you're putting a strain on your ligaments, especially the knees and the ankles and the hips. So do them slow when you're carrying the weights. The other reason why we do them slow is because fast is the easy part. So get them slow first, and when you get the motion right, then doing it fast, it becomes easy. That's the easy part, rather than trying to do it fast first and then get the motion wrong, and then trying to do it correctly becomes more difficult. The whipping motion for the kicks begins from the hip, right? Then it moves to the knee, then to the ankle, and then to the tip of the base of your toes, or the kicking part. You're not going to kick with the tip of your toes. You're going to kick with the base of your toes. Similar with the video that we did about punches, where the hips comes here, then elbow, boom. With the kick would be hip, knee, foot. With a whipping motion, the side of the side kick. All right. Get used to work with the lower body independently to what the upper body is doing. So it's a good tip and to have something in your hands doing something else while you practice your kick, because here you could be, addressing a malfunction on your firearm, changing magazines, and that shouldn't stop you from kicking. So the lower body should work independently to what the upper body is doing. Okay? You can also do it with dumbbells, like if you're carrying a rifle or a shotgun, that's what the 4 kilos are for. Right, so you got your load here, equivalent to your rifle or shotgun. And important, familiarize yourself with your ranges. Okay? How far your target is and which part of your leg are you going to use to hit it. Okay? Your foot, your chin bone, if you are closer, or if you're closer, your knee. Right? You strike with the knee, it's exactly the same motion as the kick. The only thing is that you have a shorter whip. So instead of your whip extending all the way to the foot, it ends at the knee. Right? But the motion at the beginning from hip to knee is the same as the complete kick. Common mistakes. Number 1, not using the whipping motion. So doing the kick in a different way. For example, starting from the foot. Or starting from the knee to deliver the kick. These are very visible motions. So if you're dealing with a person that has been trained, it's going to pick up that you're preparing to kick and then have a counter for it. So the idea of the whipping motion is a sneaky way of kicking. So you want to hit the target before the other person realizes that he's being kicked or getting kicked, right? Other common mistakes is rising the knee too high. So it's related to the one that we said before. Knee high to deliver the front kick with the heel. Knee high, elevating the knee to deliver the side kick. Those are very visible motions to do. So the way we do it in the whipping motion with the knee pointing down, our kicks sneak from underneath, almost unnoticeable. You want to fly under the radar, right? The other person is coming at you and fighting, and you always, more often than not, it's a big gap underneath here where you can sneak in all your kicks, to the knee, to the hip flexor, to the groin, to the floating ribs, to the solar plexus. All right? Okay. Moving on. Frequently asked question. I narrowed it down all the way to 2 frequently asked question. Being the first one, why the whipping motion? So I just previously explained a little bit about it, right? Which is the stiffness. So we want our kicks to be getting in disguise mixed with the motion of walking. So like you're making normal steps. And there is where your kicks come in. So the stiffness is the most important factor here, okay? For efficiency. Okay? You want to deliver 10 kicks and ideally hit the target 10 times, rather than doing very telegraphic kicks and deliver 10 kicks and only hit the target once, because the other 9 kicks were dodged or deflected or blocked by your opponent. Right? So the stiffness, the stickiness. What about the power? Is your same leg, your same hip. Doesn't matter the sequence. It makes no difference to me. I deliver the same power in the kick, either that I'm doing it in a traditional way, lifting the kick high to deliver the side kick, or doing it the Systema way. It's my same leg, it's my same hip, I deliver the same power. It's the execution that makes a difference. It's the sneakiness that makes a difference, which translates in efficiency in kicking. And the very last question, how much power to put in your kicks? Well, really, you don't have to put too much power. My experience, many years of service, more often than not, people walk into your kick. Okay? So you deliver a little bit of power and the person is coming at you and walks into the kick and takes the full blow. It's physics. It's like you grab two vehicles on the road traveling at 50 kilometers an hour each, and you have a head-on collision. It's a multiplier effect. Both vehicles are in motion. Head-on collision, multiplier effect. Is different energy delivery. Well, when this one vehicle is traveling at 50 kilometers an hour and crash against a concrete wall, the concrete wall is not moving. Okay? So if you are hitting your target and the target is not moving, you probably have to put more power in your kick. But if your target is in motion, it's approaching you, it's coming at you, you don't really have to put too much power on that kick. You got your foot traveling and the person traveling as well coming at the kick. And if you are traveling towards the person, like in the part 2 presentation, you are coming with momentum, so you got your motion added onto your kick. Even if you hit a not moving target, it's going to be a big impact, so you don't really have to put too much power on your kick. Okay, so remember, doing your exercise with your hands busy. Doing something, and hope all that clarifies all the training tips, common mistakes, and frequently asked questions. So if you have all the questions that you want me to answer, just write them in the comments below, and I'll try to find the time to answer them for you. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.